Uruguay. And former South African Sevens legend Chris Dryers in co-commentary.
Ready?
Uruguay is coming in to the elite of Sevens competition, but Samoa will start with the ball inside their own half. In fact, Uruguay win their own kickoff. HSBC does well. They are 25 metres out. The counter-ruck from Samoa is good as they contest and win the ball. Great job, Samoa. And now from inside their own half, they find some space on the right side. Samoa immediately putting pressure. Onosai was blocked. They come back towards the left side. Samoa now. Apelo Maliko loses his footing, but able to keep the ball alive now. Sione. American football pass, one arm.
Advantage.
And an advantage for Uruguay. And the ball's gone forward, Uruguay forcing an error in defence from Tuitama.
That's just the Samoa we know. They like it direct, cutting back and just brushing off. Unfortunately, that last pass not going to hand. But you just look at the cutback, the S line. You know, you get that offload.
And Samoa away quickly, and they've got an unmarked player on the right side, Tuitama, who will canter away under the post. All that ball, all that position, our game can be cruel sometimes.
It's such a cruel game, you know, that last pass. You saw it in the previous game as well, that last pass not going to hand, and that's what's going to cost you. But a well-worked try from Samoa, you know, they were pushing up in defence, and that's how you're going to make those turnovers. You know, as you just see that last pass, it's a 50-50. You know, and Samoa, this is what they love. This is their game, you know, they want to get that ball and get it to the side, and you're never going to catch a Samoan guy looking for some chalk to get over that 5.
And the conversion is a good one. Tuitama too quick down that right side. No ball, no field position, and they lead by 7 points to 0, Samoa. Now late to fear for HSBC, in very good position, but good tackle from Apelo Maliko to put pressure on HSBC. So now Uruguay, for the first time in the match, find themselves under a bit of pressure. You get the shift from right in front of their own post. They got some size out in the midfield. Uruguay.
Entry 9. White.
Oh, then they concede a penalty. Not enough defenders back, and an easy finish for Sione.
Brian Lima is going to be so happy with his troops, you know, the chiropractor himself, and these boys putting shoulders on bodies. Defensively, they've just been so good, you know when to go in. Uruguay diving over, losing their feet, and then the 5-meter club, so evident here. Such a quick turnaround, you know. Uruguay about to put points on the board, losing the ball, and you see now it's a 14 points difference.
Conversion, as you saw, was a good one. 2 chances to score and 2 converted tries for Samoa. Very efficient.
Thank you.
And defensively, they have been solid. We're just seeing a player coming off for a head assessment. Scanlon is coming on.
Time back on.
In a very physical 6 minutes. It's Onosai. It's again HSBC. He's the go-to. Receive the ball at kick-off time for Uruguay.
Tackle.
Oh, careless high tackle. It's a yellow card.
He's going to spend 2 in the bin. You know, the laws have changed so much. You really got to look after the player, and you know, slipping that arm over. You know, players' health and safety is so important, so crucial in the game. But you have to look also at Maliko. You know, putting so much pressure on that kickoff. You know, you're trapping them behind the defensive line, keeping them in the 22. You know, unfortunately with that last penalty going high, but you know, so important that you do get that right. You have to get low, and the law is always going to look after the ball carrier.
Hold the gap,
one of the try scorers, Tuitama. So Uruguay a chance to finish the first half with some points. A quick release from the line out. And Akos Perez with a good first carry, then the offload on the ground. Basso. Samoa defense have got a numerical advantage. Uruguay 7-on-6. Akos Perez with a long cutout ball. Now Uruguay trying to set up a 2-on-1. McCubbin had the arm available. They recycle quickly. Now Lichtenstein gets the ball away. Basso is very good down that right side, and the try comes.
Oh, we're going to have a little look here. The ref's not convincing. To be honest, I don't think the Uruguay team is as well, but well-worked try. They're pushing out. They know that the Samoa man's short. Just take a look. Well, that seems all right. Maybe looking at the footing on the outside. Oh, no,
it
good.
Looks like a fair try to me.
Yeah, there's the celebration.
I've got a decision for you.
Yeah.
You may award the try.
Thank you.
You're seeing the same image that we are at home. Kept his feet inside the field of play. And that's a deserved try. They've plenty of endeavour from Uruguay.
You know, straight off the try, took off his mask. He made sure that the camera knows it's him. You know, he's hiding. Just done so much more with that, you know, but again, Samoa down to 6. You know, Brian probably telling his troops, you know, let's just slow it down. Let's just get 7 on the pitch again so we can be far more competitive. Uruguay, on the other hand, you know, they really want to play with the ball. They're trying to take the Samoan team on physically as well, and that's what you got to do. You know, these big boys, you know, you got to be direct, otherwise they'll just bully you all over the place.
Crouch. Bind.
Interesting, Brian. The same time as the Sinbin player returned, he's made another substitution. And now Lutefia from the base of the scrum onto a Clickby to Itama with a tip on. For Niue down the right, it's just come onto the park. Owen Niue.
You released him earlier, you're still holding on to him on the ground.
Samoa quickly shift the ball. Apelu Maliko with a little chip and chase for himself, and now it's a foot race. Apelu Maliko with an individual show of skill and class. Did he get it down? Yes, he did. What a play. And that is a big try for Samoa.
Such a crucial play. You know, he really backed himself. It takes guts to put a ball behind and back yourself to go all the way. But there was nothing really on. He spotted no sweeper at the back. And look at the footwork. Could have been at the World Cup soccer if he wasn't at the 7s. Great individual try. And the facial expression just says it all.
Skill, class, and composure, and the conversion to boot.